What's going on, guys? It's your boy Swift with another video, and this is frogs with Dandy Turbo. I'm not sure, but let's get into this video. If you guys don't mind subscribing to this video, it really truly helps me, and liking and commenting, that will be great. But the opponent here summons Cyber Valley, and he also uses Spear Reaper. I don't want him to mill my hand, so I use a Battle Fader. This is part one, two, and three, so it's a whole match. Stay tuned to see who takes it. Um, I wasn't sure. Like right now, I'm thinking like I wasn't sure if you target Reaper, does he remove and burn 1,000, or does he just die without burning or without removing? That's why I chose him first. Then I was gonna take away, but then he's like, "Oh no, it doesn't," and I was like, "Oh shit, he's probably right because he's being targeted, so he dies immediately." So then I was like, you know what, whatever. Then I'll just choose Cyber Valley, and then I'll attack Reaper. I like that's fine. I know I went back on my play, but I just wasn't sure, and then he was like cool about it, so I was like, all right, cool, bet. But yeah. So let me know in the comments below if that's how it works. Does Reaper die immediately, or do you remove and burn for 1,000? Um, I just want to know for the future. I'm sure that play's gonna pop up some other time. But yeah, but luckily for him, it was good that he had the Reaper on the field still, because then he was able to tribute it for his Kaya's, burn for 1,000 and attack directly. Which 34 in one turn, it hurts. Um, I didn't have no Battle Fader. I didn't have much, so I just summoned Froggy, Salt Frog, discard Treeborn because I needed that special summon to either enemy control or tribute for anything that I need. So yeah, so then I use Ryza, and then uh this play right here kind of like fucks me over. Well, Gores, I feel like every time they summon Gores, it's really hard, almost in any deck that I have, to remove Gores because he's a beast stick. But right here, I sit down the face down just in case if I needed to, and it fucked me over like really, really, really bad, because then I couldn't get Treeborn. Um, that's when I was like, "Fuck, why did I set this? Like, it didn't make no sense." So I was like, I think I fucked myself over. Um, I need Treeborn. I forgot what I said too. It was probably something I couldn't. So then I was like, you know what, my dumbass. I scoop whatever. You get that. So then I just scooped. So he took round one. This was round two. Again, to the right would be Frog Monarchs, and to the left would be Dandy Turbo. I don't know what it's called. It has Dandelions. It has Dark Arm, Cyber Valley, Tomatoes, uh, Goblin Zombie. I'm not too sure the name of it, but it's a really good deck, especially with Titania. 28 Beast can be targeted. Well, could negate a target, and yeah, I've faced him when he has like the two dandy tokens, and he could pretty much negate two, and then the third one negate use itself, so it could negate three things, which is really fucking broken. But yeah, I have Jinzo. I've noticed that mainly Jinzo has helped me out a lot. A lot of people have. I'm not saying trap heavy, but they do rely on their trap cards. And once they see Jinzo, they're like, "Fuck!" Like maybe the cards on the field or the cards in hand are useless, and their main focus is, let me get rid of Jinzo. It's not like they're not playing strategically anymore. They're just playing around Jinzo. They're like, how can I get rid of Jinzo? So it's pretty cool. I like it. He summoned, well, he flip summoned his Super Nimble Momunga. It's a BCS card because it has a high defense and it gets you a Raikou. Like, what more do you want? Raikou's being able to destroy my Jinzo, back row, literally anything that I have. Like, it's just completely broken. Um, So then that's in attack mode. He flips summon, and I believe he's gonna end his turn. So I enemy control just so I could get Treeborn. Why did I set enemy control? I don't know. I honestly don't know, but it is what it is. I tribute and get rid of his Raikou, and then attack and swing for 24. And I'm pretty sure that that trap card, I mean that face down card is a trap card. He summons Plague Spreader, gets Jinzo and Plague Spreader. Oh, he couldn't do that, huh? That's a level 6. Dang. You see, guys? I didn't even notice that. He made a Jinzo with a level 8. He should have done something else, but it is what it is. I didn't catch it. I don't know if he meant it. I'm assuming he didn't. But hey, you live and learn. That's why it's good to see I enemy control get his Goyo, and I'm like, okay, if it's Deep Prison or Mirror Force, let me attack his Stardust so he could get rid of his own Goyo. So then I swing and it is a Mirror Force. I'm like, okay, here's your Goyo. It doesn't matter. And then I believe I just set one. And I summon to discard to thin out my deck. Swap Frogs is OP because you thin out your deck really fast. And then I bounce Treeborn because I have Phoenix Wing Blast, and with Phoenix Wing Blast, I get rid of Stardust, knowingly that it's not gonna be able to use its effect. So that's really good. He summons Sangans. He crashes. He gets a +1 because he gets to search, and I think he gets Lone Blossom. Oh yeah, this is really funny actually. He gets the that blossom thing that's able to special summon a plant, and he's going for his Titania. He wants his Titania because he knows it's a be sick, and if I use Ryza or Kaya's, he could just negate it and it won't be removed. So I return Stardust. I was like, okay, Stardust, I need Stardust out of here. And then I heavy storm his back row, and they were pretty good back rows. So I'm glad it wasn't a starter road. And then I believe I end my turn. I don't really have much. Um, I can't summon a monarch if I don't have anything to target, and I'm not gonna target myself unless it's Caius and I have to go for game. But it was funny. His card that he drew was Titanium, and he's like, "Fuck!" Like I didn't needed that card. Like anything else but that card, because then he could have special summoned it from the deck. But he has it in hand. I got really lucky that he drew it out of like all those cards that he has in his deck. He drew the only card he did not need it to draw. But hey, it is what it is. Um, so yes, Dandy face down. I mean, defense position in a face down monster, and I have Treeborn with a face down monster. We're both defending. Me personally, I don't really have much at the moment. So then I was like, you know what? Let me tribute and let me summon that lad. Attack Dandy, negate its effect. That way I don't have to worry about it. And and then he said, and I'm like, okay, if it's Raikou, whatever, I'll just keep negating. I know all those monsters have very, very little defense. So I'm not worried about anything. I was like, okay, it's cool. But I believe I did a play that I was like, that's dumb. I special summon Treeborn over and over and over so that way Lad could be at 0. And then I believe I tribute. Oh no, I creature swap. And I give him the Lad because why not? Now I kind of get to see at least one card that he has face down, playing a little bit more strategic, and I aim for Goblin Zombie, and I'm like, cool. I attack my own Light and Darkness Dragon, and when he obviously, if you guys know, when he gets destroyed and he goes to the graveyard, he destroys everything. But I get to special summon something, and I special summon Jinzo. I attack one of the token. Jinzo on the field is really great. I was already screwing him over with it, and the fact that he came back just like nothing, that was really great. And then that was a GG. I took round two. And this is round three, guys. Let's see how it goes. Comment below, who do you guys think is gonna win? It has been two really good games. A misplay of that Goyo. He synchro summoned he used a level 6 and a level 2. He obviously couldn't get Goyo, but again, I didn't catch that, and I believe he didn't do it on purpose. So hey, it is what it is. Um, I return. I was like, fuck it. I don't want him to get his draw stuff going on because, as you guys know, in Edison or pretty much in any card game, the more you draw, the better. So then that's why I was like, I don't want you to draw. Special summon Treeborn, and then I just asked him a quick question about Mystic Tomato. Honestly, I don't remember what question, but I have your boy. I have your boy. You'll see. Caius removed, which is really broken because he takes 1,000 and he doesn't search, which is really great. And now I'm debating whether to attack or not because it's like he's gonna draw. He's gonna get that extra draw. And yeah. So I special summon um Swap Frog, return Caius, and I end my turn. Having a Caius in the hand and knowing that you were to come back is really OP, and the fact that with Swap Frog you're able to return it back to your hand and use his effect all over again, that's really broken. So he sets four, and I'm like, fuck, 4 cards? Like, that's crazy. I was like, I don't even know what to do, Like, that's pretty intimidating because it could be literally anything. It could be really good cards, or it could be bluffs, or maybe only one of them is bluff. You just never know. So that's what's pretty scary. But I summon Jinzo. Again, as I said it earlier, Jinzo is OP. I would say in Edison because that's the only format I play. But in Edison, he's really OP. Stops pretty much anything. And I attacked because I was like, you know what? I can no longer just keep stalling just because of his Cyber Valley. So I got rid of it. And he summons Titania. Runs over my Jinzo, which I was like, fuck. Like, Jinzo's really good, but the fact that you could special summon Titania just like that, like, oh, tribute, special summon, boom, with negate, like that's just crazy. But yeah, so I summoned another Caius. He didn't have another plan to negate, so he had to still negate, but for it to go to the graveyard instead of out of play, which is really smart. Um, because of Pot of Avarice, or just in case if you have monster reincarnation, you want that monster in your graveyard, not somewhere else out of play. Um, and I feel pretty confident at this moment. He only has one card face down in the back row and one monster, and I have Treeborn, which can't go wrong with Treeborn. And I end my turn. Sometimes it sucks when I draw your monarchs or even like your tributes, and I run like 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think like 9 or 10 tributes. So I run quite a few, and sometimes I still don't see them, which, like I said, it sucks. But yeah, so I drop Gores. I was like, fuck it. He wants to play like that. Let me just drop Gores. I special summon Treeborn, and I tribute both for Light and Darkness Dragon. Can't go wrong. You have Light and Darkness Dragon and a Gores. It's going to be hard to run over them. It's going to be hard to make a play on them. So it's like, yeah. Um, his negating, you know, Light and Darkness Dragon is just very, very, very OP. He Mystics. I thought you needed to target an opponent's card, but you don't. You just need to target a card. Um, I negate again, and then he used pretty much 3, 4 cards. Well, I would say three, just to bring him down to zero, just to be able to use his other cards. And I was like, damn, that sucks. I remember going against Lightning Darkness Dragon, and he can be annoying. And the fact that once he leaves the field right now, if he was to get destroyed, I get to just summon Jinzo all over again. Well, special summon Jinzo all over again. So he uses Pot of Avarice. I wasn't aware that he was using two, just one. So I wasn't even thinking about it, worried about it, or whatever. But he even told me these last two draws are gonna either win me the duel or cost me the duel. So he was really hoping for a really good draw. I personally like to shuffle the decks. I don't like to just like cut it in half because you just never know, man. You just never know. So then he draws his two. I'm just there waiting, and then that's when he's like, "Damn, yeah, I'm pretty sure this guy won." And he shows me his hand, and he's like, "All right, GG's." But yeah, guys, I took it. That was an amazing duel. Peace.